Hi guys, it's me Kadasan. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about doing a band sound or a live show and what are the difficulties we face when we do the sound checking and things. So and here's what happened first, because I have been playing a lot of shows, and after the show I will meet up with a lot of friends and fans. So they will come and ask me, hey, the show was great, but the sound was not that much good. So the guys come and tell me like that. When they ask, tell me about that the sound is bad and things, I feel like that it's because of the band guys' fault, because we did not know how to do the guitar tones, or the how to tune the drum or things like that. But the real thing is we do our best we can inside into the stage with our amps and things. We do the best tone we can. So but when it comes to the PA, the front house engineer has to take control of it. So he is responsible for that. But also here we don't have much sound engineer, so for each band we don't have a sound engineer. Oh, so we have to tell him what our sound is like and to do best he can. But most of the time it will be like very hard for the front house engineer to do the things that we say, because there are a lot of issues we face when we apply that. So I have a little point here, because when there is a festival in around the world, like Metallica or Megadeth or some band playing in a festival, so we can take an example from them, because a lot of bands will be playing on that show, and if Metallica is playing on the coming and playing, Metallica sound engineer will come out and he will do the things. If Megadeth is playing, he will do the thing. The Megadeth sound engineer will come. Megadeth won't play with the Metallica sound or the Iron Maiden, because each of the band have different kit. The drummer have a different kit, different brand of kit. The guitar player has a different brand of amp or guitar, or he have his own brand. What his brand of guitar or anything like that, because what he choose is to make his signature tone, because every every guy will have their own brand of their favorite brand, or what they want to play with the brand of M, and they will make the tone with it. Or when they were recording the album, they recorded with this and that, the guitar and M, so they will bring out the those things and make the sound as close to as they have recorded on the album. So it's like they won't play with, if there is Marshall bass amp, I am playing, I have played and recorded my album with a Marshall, so I don't want to play with a Fender. So there will be choices like that. So I can't make the tone I had on the album with the Fender, because I recorded it with the Marshall. So I will have to choose it. So that's the tone difference. But if there's no other choice, I have to make a tone from the Fender, then it will be very hard. I can't make the real tone. So that's the simple point. So each band has its own tone, and own sound, and the own they will have the own dynamics and everything, because uh, the guitar player might be playing a little soft, or the other guitar player might be playing much harder, and the sound engineer have to balance between it. and that's his job to do everything like that. So because of all the things that happen in a show, and the sound gets worse, and and the guys who come to watch the show, they can't even hear it because of the because of it is so bad. So they will blame us, so the band will get all the bad names. So that is something that after the show it will be a headache for us. So we can't go out because guys will come and say, hey, when you played the sound was very bad, what's wrong with you guys? But the guys who come and ask doesn't know whose fault it is. So there's a lot of things about it. And I guess because we can't make much great sound, because that's something wrong with the organizing team. Because most of the time when we are having a show, we will be always doing the sound on the same day. Like we are performing that night, in the evening we have to do the sound check, because then it will be very hard and tiring for everyone, even the sound engineer or the paint guys, because we can't concentrate much on everything. So it's like it will be very easy if we can do the sound checking and everything one day earlier. So at that day we can talk about everything with the sound engineer and every guy, and just check everything very easily, and it will be very relaxing for that. So I guess that's a part of organizing the show. So there are a lot of things we find very hard and difficult when playing show, the organizing thing and the sound thing, and also there are a lot of issues. So we have to get ready for that, and uh, we have to get ready for it a little bit earlier and plan about everything, meet up with everyone, and just uh, tell which and what. Because if we can talk with the sound engineer like 1 week earlier and show him the real thing we want, the tones and all the dynamics and the things, so he will have a very clear understanding about what we will expect from him. But like if we play just a show and we haven't contacted with the sound engineer, so there will be a lot of issues. He won't know what we are looking for and how our sound should be on the PA. So there are a lot of things. Then also doing the sound is like having a talent. So it's like just playing an instrument. So the engineer should have to know a lot about different styles of music and different types of players and the dynamics of the players and everything like that. So they can be very familiar with the band. Also, I have met with one professional sound engineer, and he said that I'm talking about the scene that I'm living in, the music scene that I'm living in my country. So here we have a great huge venue where most of the bands play. So there we have international quality sounds and lights. So they are professional for international bands to come and play with them. So we have the equipments, we have great equipments, but the problem is we don't have a guy that professional to make great sound with it. So that's the problem. And also doing the sound is like just playing a live show with the band. So but here it is like they are playing 5 to 6 bands in a show, and we only kind of, when we are watching the show, we only hear just every tone and everything for 5 bands are the same. 5 bands will be playing in the same tone and same dynamics and everything. So it's like every band is playing in one band's tone, so it's kind of very not so pleasant hearing it. So if I haven't been to any international concert, but if I have been there, I will bet that each band and each band will have a different tone and different sound. It's like different colors. Every band doesn't have the same color. They are like different colors. So, and also the sound engineer or the sound tech should know our songs and which parts, uh, who is leading in which part, because when we are starting in the intro, if the guitar player has a part, a solo part, he should uh, raise the volume of the guitar and again put it back in the same way, because when the solo comes, guitar solo comes, he should little bit raise the volume and lower it down when he finishes. So he have, the engineer have to have a very great idea, and he should be very familiar with the songs of the band, so he will know when to, or if the bass player having a bass part, and that time he have to raise the volume of the bass guitar, and when he finishes he have to lower it, so otherwise the bass guitar won't come out, it will be like in back of the drums. So there are a lot of things, so it's like the sound engineer will be doing the sound just live on time. So it's not like the engineer should come out and do the sound and go home, and the band starts playing. It's not like that. You have to stay and play it just live, just like the band does.